Fantastic tonight. I was sitting here and I got the urge to come do a timeline reading for the upcoming week. I feel like there's going to be a lot of difficult energy ahead, and I wanted to give some hope. I wanted to give some clarity. A lot of different things are going to be happening this week for a lot of different people. I know a lot of you who have watched previously are going through difficult things. A lot of different people I know are going through every potential gamut of scenario right now. So I just want to say I am thinking of you all. I feel for you, and I hope that this can be a little lifeline of hope for the upcoming week. So I think I will start with a general reading, just what's coming up, what you need to be aware of. Actually, there's one particular spread I want to do. I was looking at it earlier. So I need to know what to do to survive this week. What better spread to use than the Are You Prepared spread? And yeah, I'm kind of a nerd. Yeah, I'm still learning, but it's been pretty great so far. And before I get too much into it, I do have to give credit where credit is due. Thank you to my spirit guides, to the universe, without which I wouldn't be able to bring this to you. So I'm grateful for them and for this, even as challenging as this gift can be, and as frustrating as it can be. But thank you to them. So let's go ahead and get started and just relax. Take a deep breath. Let's do this Are You Prepared spread. So I'm going to go ahead and use my new favorite deck until I get a new favorite deck, because why not? The Tarot Emcee by Alejandro Colucci, and actually a little loud to shuffle, and I don't want to bug my upstairs neighbors too much, so I'm going to we are just going to mix everybody around here. Get some of those guys on top. Oh. So I hope everyone is doing awesome. I hope this week isn't too crazy for people. A couple things are already wanting to turn over. All right. I think that's a pretty fantastic mess we've made. What do you think? Alright, let's go ahead and clean it up and get started. Also, if any of my past readings have resonated with you, or there's something you have a question about, please reach out. I would love to know. Is it hitting? Is it not hitting? What hit? Did something happen differently than maybe it was interpreted? Let me know what's going on, and you don't have to do that publicly. Feel free to send me a private message if you don't want to share with the crowd, which is entirely okay. Hope everyone had an awesome weekend. Okay, well, I guess 4 cards came out. There are 4 cards in the spread. I didn't see what they were, so let's... Oh, no. Okay. That's number 4. Okay. All right. So, I'm not going to read reversals on this. I would like this to be fairly straightforward. So the first thing is what you need to bring with you. So whatever tool, whatever coping skill, whatever potential past situation that you may have learned from, this is what to take with you. And the first card that we have tonight is Death. But death isn't always, oh no, someone's gonna die, it's the end. You know, for anybody who I think believes in spirituality knows that you have a spirit, and that spirit is energy, and that doesn't cease when your consciousness on this earth ceases, when your physical body stops. It is simply a rebirth and a a transition and a transformation. Those are the two words I'm looking for specifically. So, and particularly with this deck, because it is a deck of survival, it is, apocalyptic kind of. One of the deeper meanings with this particular deck and with this particular card is that sometimes death is merciful. So if there's something in your life that has been hanging around that needs to die or needs to transform or just close out so that you can continue on and move forward, that needs to happen. So if you have gone through transformation before, if you've ended out cycles in your life, and we're able to take the lessons from that cycle and use them to help you moving forward, that is what this is signifying. So rely on your past experiences and how you transformed in the past to survive this week. I like it. I like it. All right, card number 2. What do you need to leave behind? Ooh, the Knight of Wands. So, what is it about moving fast and fiery and with passion? What in your life causes you to possess that energy? What in your life makes you want to, rush in? What gives you that feeling? Because whatever that is what needs to go. The other way I've heard the Knight of Wands interpreted, and this won't resonate for everybody, so take it with a grain of salt, but sometimes Knight of Wands can be a little bit of a playboy. He is the one who wants to drive by and show off in the flashy car, or come in, say hey, do what he's got to do, and then leave when he is done. So a little bit of that playboy energy, or playgirl energy, or player energy. Just it's someone who is looking out for them in the interest of their happiness and their passions. So I really feel like to take the transformation and leave behind that old energy, that there's something in your life that you really need to let go of that makes you act like this, because you're being called to transform. And I don't get the feeling that this is the first time you've had to deal with this. This is cyclical. This is it's connected. So you may have tried to work on this in the past, and maybe you're being called to work on it again, but that is what you are being called to let go of for the week. Card number 3, who can you trust? Who in your survival party that is around you in your circle can you trust? The Knight of Swords. I like this. Again, the Knights are very fast moving. They come in, sometimes they come in with a message, but if there is somebody in your life that is a 1000% straight shooter with you, in that no matter how much love they may have for you, they will always tell you the God's honest truth. That is who you can trust. this week, because you know that person truly loves you and wants what is in your best interest. Because what do they have, to potentially lose? But if they see you hurting yourself, they're gonna say something. So whoever in your life is like that, or anybody that will tell you the truth right off the bat, that won't that's not gonna bullshit you around, that is who you can trust. And I just wanna, this is someone who is gonna stand their ground on that. So that is who you can trust. And what advice you need to survive the journey you are on. Two of Swords. Oh, my dear Timeline Collective, do you ever get tired of hearing me say balance? What you need to survive is to go within, or go to a quiet place where you can be yourself, hear yourself think, and just weigh your options. Hold them at equal weight and look at them equally so that you can really make the best decision. But think about it. Be contemplative. Really go within, and that will allow you to reflect back on what you need to let go of, how you can transform. And when you get ready to consider all this advice, make sure that you're talking to that person who isn't gonna bullshit you around and give you that honest feedback. And I have to say also, this is a collective reading. There are a lot of energies that are being read for in a very general sense here, but if you are the Knight of Swords person in a friend's life, heads up. Your friend may need you this week to be honest with them in a way that might be uncomfortable, or you may not have had to do it before, or maybe you've had to do it before and you don't like it. In fact, that may be the case, because take a look. Those two knights upright are going right at each other. So, this may not be a new thing for you. You more than likely know exactly what I'm talking about. And if this is resonating, please let me know. But those two knights are at odds, so you know that this is someone who won't back down, who will tell you what you need to hear, and really know that they have your best interest at heart. So that, my dear timeline, is what you need to know to survive this week. I hope that resonated for you. I would love to hear what happens at the end of the week. Let me know. Hey, nothing happened and it was a crowd of shit. Tell me. Let me know, because you can't improve. You can't improve. You can't get better. And it lets me know where I need to interpret and where I need to work on. And as I was half shuffling, stopped, took a look. There's, I don't know, in the top three favorite of all tarot cards. The High Priestess is my absolute, gosh, the High Priestess is one of my favorites. It is a feminine-based, intuitive energy, and usually when I get this card, it tells me, don't be asking because you already know. So, that my High Priestess came out to say, hey, give me feedback so I can get better. I love that. I love that. So that is what I have for you. And if it didn't fit, don't make it fit. If it's not your story, that's okay. That energy may come through in a later reading, in a future reading. So the other reading I've been wanting to do tonight, or actually for a while, is a general love reading. It's fun. I don't know how well practiced I am in them, but it really shouldn't make a difference. So let's try it out. And gosh, I think I can quiet shuffle. How awesome is that? You guys, get quiet shuffle. I hope everyone is having an awesome night tonight. And if you are watching this on Monday morning or Monday afternoon, hello, happy Monday. My favorite thing to say at work, and I think it annoys a lot of people, but I don't really care. Because, yeah, enough on that. Enough said. Okay. Alright, so I am going to use the Vintage Wisdom Oracle, the Romance Angels, and the Shadowscape Tarot. And okay, not archetype cards, but I'm being told to use the affirmators here. So that is fantastic, because with a general love reading, it should be said that not all love is romantic love. There are a lot of different types of love in this lifetime, and each one is different and beautiful in its own regard. That could be love with a friend, that could be love with a family member, that could be love with a pet. There's so much love that surrounds us, and I hope if you are struggling to feel love or to find love, that you know that it's around you, and it may not be in the form of a romantic partner right now. One day it will be. What is happening right now is just a blip in time. It keeps moving forward, and the show must go on. I feel really trite for saying that, by the way, but it's true. No matter what is happening, keep moving forward, because it is a lot better than staying stuck where you're at. Trust me, I've watched those cycles happen of getting comfortable and staying where you're at, and it doesn't benefit anybody. So, enough rambling. Let's throw. Right. Spirit, what do we need to know? What does the general collective timeline watching this, both live and after in the recording, what affirmators do they need to know when it relates to love? Okay, really sticking together there. Follow your heart. I'm always rewarded when I follow my heart. I trust that the GPS in my heart knows all the best routines, and when it seems like it's taking too long to get where I want, I know that's because there's some cool, weird stuff to see along the way. So if your heart is calling you to go off the beaten path, know to follow it. It's not going to steer you wrong. And as you follow your heart, when you assess what you want, don't judge yourself for that. No judgment. I don't know how you can see that. The shadow glare is weird. I release myself from any and all judgments. I find my inner critic, call it into my office, and tell it to take a vacation. As it leaves the room, I let out a sigh of relief and begin to enjoy simply being. So follow your heart. Don't release any judgment. Release any judgment. And trust. That's beautiful. I trust that everything will be okay in the end, partly because I simply know it in my gut, but also because it's way more fun to live with trust and confidence than to be a defensive wiener. I love that. So if you are in a relationship, if you are single, if you are in a situationship, if you are on the DL, what is up, my people? If you don't follow baseball, the DL is the disabled list. That is what happens to players when they get injured in the middle of the season and they're still on the team, but they are on the bench, and that is perfectly okay. So that is for everyone. Let's go ahead and start with single people. Spirit, what do my single people need to know about love in their life right now? What do they need to know? The Empress. The love in your life right now is around you, and it is abundant. This could even, be you, a male or a female. Energy has no gender. So what you need to know about love right now is that it is surrounding you, it is blossoming around you or within you. And if you don't feel that or don't see it, it can be kind of hard to see around you when you are in a place of healing from heartache. A lot of times it's easy to convince ourselves that we don't deserve love or that we did something to not warrant it, and that comes back to no judgment. You do deserve love. You do deserve to be happy, and you deserve to give and receive love. So, it's around you. Take a look at, maybe some areas that you may not have seen before. Is there a friend you haven't reached out to that you used to really get along with? Is there an activity or something in your life that you really like doing that brought you a lot of abundance, a lot of joy? And if that is the case, get back in touch with that, no matter how difficult that may seem. The other thing that you need to know is that you're coming out of the shadows. You were in the shadow phase for a bit, kind of not knowing, not really having an idea on the aspects that you couldn't see, that weren't visible to you, and you're moving on from that. So that is fantastic. Not only is there love surrounding you, but you are moving on from confusion, shadows, unknown, and the moon is also a card of intuition too. So I feel like this in your gut, that you've got love around you and you are ready to move forward in your life. You're uncertain about it. Strength in reverse. You don't feel like you can do it. Yeah, you don't feel like you can do it, but you need to trust. Trust that you can, and as you move in this new direction, follow your heart. Okay, so Spirit, what do single people watching this have to look forward to in love upcoming in the near future? And I don't like to put a timeline on things. I am not time is not linear. It's more, so it's a wibbly wobbly, timey wimey thing. Doctor Who is the best. Okay, that one. Think about what you want to invest in and slowly start moving towards it. The Knight of Pentacles, it's a very slow moving energy. It's the slowest of all the knights. But it's the start of the process of building, and the Suit of Pentacles is often tangible or physical things in this realm, in this earth. So, you know, you want to buy your own house, so you're going to start saving. You know, it's going to be a long, slow process, but that's, you know, kind of a good example of the energy behind the Knight of Pentacles. So, you know what you want to invest in. I don't see confusion about that, but I do see you doubting yourself. So go invest in what you want to invest in when you feel ready. And you as that knight who are just starting your journey, oh brave one, to learn honor and wisdom and whatever else. I don't know. I can Monty Python this. I can't seriously though. This Knight of the Round Table is going to become King Arthur. The Knight of Pentacles transforming into the King of Pentacles. You will find your abundance. You will know that you have worked for it, that you have built it, and that you are solid in it. Look at the rooting of this king. He knows this is solid. He has grown into this from that seed planted. So that is a fantastic place to leave that reading. So my dear single people, find the abundance and love around you. Know that it's safe to move forward out of that illusion and discontentment, and use your intuition as you are doing so. It will help you move forward. It will help you invest into what you want to invest in for the long term, and that will transform you into your gain of the King of Pentacles. So thank you so much, Spirit, and to singles who tuned in for that message. I'm going to go ahead and do couples. If you are officially involved with someone, y'all have had the talk, you've committed to one another, whether that is heterosexual, not heterosexual, I'm sorry, I was about to get all caught up on saying cishet, but what I meant was monogamous, non-monog, or poly, for all my poly people out there. Hello. Yeah, so this is involved with somebody. This is not the situationship where y'all ain't talking, or you're kind of talking but things are left up in the air. No, this is for people married, if you have a boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, someone that you are physically and directly involved with. So, Spirit, what messages do we have in the general love reading for people in a relationship? By the way, it's not your ex either. That would be singles. Okay. Interesting. Okay. The Page of Pentacles is the first card to pop up, and the Hangman is second. And something I haven't really touched on too much is that pages often signify messages or messengers coming in, and I'm inclined, I'm leaning a lot more towards that. I've got the owl there, and For me, owls have always been a sign of messages coming in personally. And I see that relating to, is this a, it's not so much a career, but an investment. So maybe you and your spouse or partner decided to invest in something together. Maybe you decided to join bank accounts, and you're not feeling okay, no, I guess you are feeling some kind of way about it. It's causing you to look at things from a different perspective. So maybe this was an unexpected offer, or a message that you didn't know that you were gonna get, and that has pushed you into a place of contemplation. And that is, something's about to transform, because this isn't an end. Maybe for some of you this could be an inheritance. If that's very literal, it'll only be for a very small group of people. Okay. Let me get one more. Okay. So I, again, take this with a grain of salt. This isn't going to resonate with everybody. I would caution you on that offer. I don't feel as though it's what it seems, because it is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. We had the Page of Pentacles earlier. This is the same suit, but yeah, this isn't gonna happen. And it might seem like at first like it's kind of turned your household upside down, or that it's causing you not to be able to access your full wealth, your full happiness, your full tangible home. But that is not the case, because there is victory here. The Six of Wands, which really is one of the best potential outcomes for this situation. So whatever this message or inheritance that is coming in, you might, again, you're gonna have some different, you're gonna have strong enough feelings on it that it's gonna force you into a new perspective, and that's gonna cause some transformation. And when it doesn't come through, don't let it throw your household upside down, because you're still gonna be victorious. And that comes back to trust and follow your heart, because I feel like you will already know what to do about this offer. So you and your spouse may be having a lot of heavy decision making to be making this week. And if that is the case, I wish you the best of luck. Oh, I did that thing I do where I managed to get some cards flipped around. All right, I am going to do, I think, one more. This is for people who might be thinking about someone that may not be in contact with that person for whatever reason. So I want to do a reading for the people that are in no contact. Spirit, what messages do we have for the people that are thinking about someone that they have no contact with? And because this is a romance reading, we're going to ask in a romantic sense if this is someone that you are romantically interested in. This is not a friendship. This is not a platonic ship. This is romance. So for people who do not have contact with the person that they are thinking about, what do we have? You want victory with this person. You want to be on your horse coming home in that welcome home parade. And you want your person to choose you, and you want to choose your person. Oh my. But you don't know how to bring that offer in. You don't know how to make that. And I see that throwing you into a bit of an energy that has you feeling like you are trapped, like you are bound to this. And coincidentally, bottom of the deck, the World. That's interesting. Tell me more about why. World, you don't feel like this is in your control whatsoever. You are looking and you are peering and you are holding a smaller version of the world in your hands. But look at that bigger world back there. This is not something that is in your control at all, and I see that driving you absolutely crazy. So, okay. What advice do we have for people not in contact with people that they want to be in contact with romantically? What advice do we have? Because I see them not feeling in control of this, being driven crazy, but ultimately wanting that victory. Whew. Okay. Can you clarify that, please? Okay. This is someone from your past. You've had good fond memories of this person, but you're not talking to them right now. So what is going on there? Because you want victory, you want that choice, you want them to choose you. You don't know how to bring that offer in, and it's driving you crazy, and you feel like it's fully out of control. But this is your Two of Cups. This is the person that you are really feeling like you are, oh my gosh. You feel like you are really one with this person, and that this person is your destined person. This is, I mean, my gosh, look at this. The Lovers, the Two of Cups. I don't think that unless it is 10 of Pentacles or 10 of Cups, these are two of the most romantic cards in the tarot. So, y'all feel some kind of way, and I'm not even going to pull anymore. I am just going to say, follow your heart. Don't hold yourself back with judgment, and trust that you're going to have that victory, and that your person will choose you too. Because if this is really how you are feeling about that person, you can take the world into your hands. You can make that choice. So, let me get an angel oracle card there. Ooh, y'all not talking, but feeling ways. Good Lord. Life is too short. We're in the middle of a pandemic right now. My gosh, if there was ever a time to trust and not have judgment and follow your heart, collective, this is it. Go take the adventure. Life is an adventure. Trust that. One more. Oh, okay. Listen. Listen. Okay, I kid. And what needs to change? Is it maybe that you're judging yourself and you need to not judge yourself? Is it that you hold back from following your heart? Is it that you're not wanting to trust? Because if it's any of those things, you're being told to change that and listen to the advice heeded, because you are about to have quite the adventure if you decide to do that. And just for fun, I don't want to get too used to doing this, because I don't ever want to give anybody false hope. I don't ever want to lead astray. Whatever you do, take this with a grain of salt, by all means. We're going to have a little fun here and just ask Spirit what messages from your person are for people not talking. Forgiving and learning. Ooh, okay. No judgment. A dear friend of mine likes to say, whenever he is presented with something that might be a little off the cuff or maybe not his flavor, you know who got it, baby. I don't judge. Don't judge. Forgive and learning. As you release and heal your past, you experience more love in your present moments. Romantic feelings. Your romantic feelings are worth exploring. So that is what your person is saying to you. We're going to do one more. Okay. So unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So maybe you feel like this person is your Two of Cups and your be all and all, but maybe it's not requited, or maybe there's more work that needs to be done between you and your person. Let's get one more, because that's the one card that doesn't align with the rest of the reading, which is interesting. So let's get one more message. People not talking, the person they're thinking about. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So I don't know, maybe you're afraid that it's unrequited, but everything else in this reading indicates otherwise. So do with that what you will, collective. Let me know how that goes. Let me know if that is your story, if that resonated with you. I would be very curious to hear how that worked out for you. So thank you everybody tonight that has joined so far, or if you are watching this later, thank you for that. I think I am going to end things out, excuse me, with a whisper of the Ocean's Oracle for this week. I'm going to pull two of these, and this is just to help you get through this week. I hope everybody had an awesome weekend. I hope this is good and helping everybody. Hope everybody is staying as sane as possible. I hope I can shuffle these cards. Okay. Spirit guides, universe, thank you so much for coming in this evening to share some messages for people. And tonight, now I will ask for 2 cards what the Timeline Collective needs to know to move through this week. Okay, the first card we have is keeping it in check. So keep yourself in check. It's full moon tomorrow. A lot of people are affected by that. We are 70% water. The moon does affect tide, so I don't know. You do the math. Or if you have ever worked in medicine or in ER, you know. So the second card we have is pushed to the surface. Go ahead and so let's start with number 8, what you need to know to move through this week. Keep it in check. Pay attention to what's going on around you. You might be moving into something too quickly or miss some important details. By being more aware, you can learn how to be comfortable in your own vulnerability. Pay attention to what is going on. Be sure to evaluate a situation and how it makes you feel. If you are feeling exposed, worried, vulnerable, consider what is causing you to have these emotions so you can release them. It is time to get back to the flow of your life. Make sure you are not trying to control outcomes or what is going on around you. On some level, your intuition is trying to counsel you. Pay attention to your dreams and receive more clues. This is not a time for action. Sit back and make some observations and find out what is happening at the core of the matter. Ask yourself some basic questions about what you want. Clarifying your intentions may help you reevaluate what you are doing. Sea otters live near shore environments. They gather their food from the ocean floor. They prey mostly on sea urchins. They are credited with controlling damage to sea kelp by reducing the number of sea urchins. Sea otters are believed to understand the emotions, the mind, and the subconscious, and indicate the importance of being receptive to and aware of your own emotions and those of others. Stay tuned in to clearly determine what you want and what you don't want. The second card that we have to help you move through this week is pushed to the surface. You may have become complacent. You might be stalling or in need of a new surge of energy. Become aware of the dynamics of your life. You are being gently urged to get back on track. You have become distracted by the day-to-day activities or are spending too much time daydreaming. It is time to admit that you are not staying on task. Commit to yourself by returning to what you love doing. Get out a calendar and give yourself a deadline. There is new energy being pushed in your direction. This could indicate a new chapter or phase is imminent. The incredible complexity of their mating song suggests that humpbacks are highly intelligent. The rhythm and patterns of their sounds can teach you to hear your inner voice, how to be in touch with your personal truths, and to know the wisdom and the heartbeat of the universe. Whales ask you to embrace the unknown. That is why they are so connected to the emotional depths of the oceans, your thoughts, and your emotional choices. The whale can help you understand on a deeper level the actions that have caused unrest in your daily life. Take inventory of how you have been utilizing your time. Have you lost a sense of direction or purpose? An idea or project could be laying dormant in the recesses of your mind. Brainstorm on the ideas that excite you. Consider whether you might need extra support, a little push from a coworker or a friend. The number of humpback whales in our oceans is dwindling, and they are considered an endangered species. Humpback whales breed while they rest in warm tropical waters from late October to early May. Gestation for the whale is typically 11 to 12 months. They birth their calves near the surface in warm, shallow water, then help newborns to the surface within the first seconds from birth. About a half hour after that first push onto the surface, they can swim all on their own. So push back up to the surface because you may need a small reminder in how to swim, and that is okay if you do. So I hope that was helpful for everyone. I hope everyone has an incredible week. And if there is something that resonated or you would like to ask questions on, let me know. All right, everyone, have a good night